alright, I want to do a coin flip today, fittingly enough. And, heads you lose, straight up. Heads you lose. And if you lose, then you have to watch the entire video. If it lands on tails, you win. And, I turned into a donkey. Alright, let's flip this coin. I'm really bad at that. It's just... Hear that? Yeah, it's in there. Hey everybody, Goosebumps for Dummies here, and today I am no longer a donkey, and I am going to be talking about a book that is the same name as what we kind of played, I guess. Heads You Lose. Yeah, this book is the coin flip horror book of Goosebumps. Yeah, and it's a lot more than that, obviously. We can't make a whole book about coin flips. It's about medieval madness, and it's one of those books where it's, like, really unpopular, but it has a mild cult following. A lot of people who've read this said it's really good. So let's see where I land on it. And now getting into the blurb. And now for the blurb. You'll win every bet with that coin. In quotations. Jessica and her best friend Ryan really enjoy magic tricks. They find the perfect Horrorland souvenir in Jonathan Schiller's gift shop. A two-headed coin with mysteriously dark powers. After an unlucky flip of the coin, Jessica and Ryan find themselves in a strange land being chased down by angry guards. Horrorland was scary, but this is much worse. Will they be able to escape with their heads still attached? Ooh! Yeah, we got this nice sort of a female horror. I think that's one of the magical. This is really good. I actually really like this book. And it has a lot of interesting things about it, and it's a bit different from your average Goosebumps book. And a lot of the things that I commonly hear about this book is that it's very similar to Terror Tower. And that is completely true. Yeah, this book is eerily reminiscent of Terror Tower. So yeah, let's get into why I like this. Entertainment value is through the roof. Yeah, this book was a joyride, and I enjoyed a lot of my time with this book, and there's a lot of fun stuff going on. I quite liked a lot of the things that came with it and influenced it, like the setting. It's a giant kingdom. Deadass. It's in medieval times, and there's a lot of things that come with that. You know, the obvious dungeon, the prince, king, whatever. And there's a lot of magic, or a lot of magic. There's some elements of, let's just say, witchcraft and sorcery, with someone not having a head. Which is, might I say, a very disturbing scene. I love that and how, I mean, heads you lose. There's a guy with no head, the prince. As well as, obviously, it's crazy. Like, whoa, okay. And it unravels a huge mystery of who took this guy's head. And we actually find out who it was, and I think the twist villains with that are really cool and add to the entertainment value because they're great characters. Speaking of characters, the main duo are really good, Ryan and Jessica. It's been a hot minute, I read this last summer. They're really good characters. The prince himself, he's cool. And the ending of this book / climax is overall a really good wrap to the story. And going back to entertainment value, this book is fast-paced, and it wastes no time once we get into the actual meat of the story. Because obviously you have the chiller out segment at the beginning. The story is fast-paced, like I said, and it is an absolute blast because of it. And it's fun. Like I said, medieval giant landscape, kingdom setting, and it all accumulates for a really fun and interesting time that keeps you engaged. Yeah, I know I'm kind of repeating stuff now, but you get the idea. Really, really intriguing and fun story. Not without its fair share of flaws. Funny enough, my two downsides rhyme. Filler and chiller. Not the person, but the segment. Yeah, the Chiller House segment is not very good. It's easily the weakest of them all. Because we've had some great segments, like the restaurant segment. That was so gross. And then you have the bumper car segment and Slappy New Year. Awesome! But this one's just the typical, oh, magic! It's not very good. It's easily the weakest of the chiller segments, and my bones just cracked. I am like 80 years old. Like I said, there's some filler. This book's got filler, yeah. Even in the fast-paced stuff, there's just scenes that are like, they can be shortened, don't need to be here, and kind of meandering. Not that this story's bad at all, of course. This story's still great, but it has some filler, and I should probably bring it up. I don't like filler! Now getting into my rating. 9 out of 10. This book's really good. It's got some great medieval theming and an awesome setting. Pacing, characters are pretty exceptional. And overall, it's really fun. And it just lacks in the Chiller House segment, really, and some small filler. Hope you guys enjoy. Tell me what you think about this one down below if you have read it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.